What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joseph, and in today's video I'll be going over exactly how you can use the 9 EMA strategy when you're day trading stocks. The 9 EMA works very good if you're looking for exact entry points, whether you're playing call options or put options. The example I show you guys in today's video was for put options, and I have a live screen recording of it so that you saw my exact entry and exit as the chart was forming. If you're going to enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds and it helps out the channel a lot. Also, if you want to be a part of a free Discord community where you can hop into some of my plays or even ask me questions about anything, make sure to check out the Discord channel in the description down below. Alrighty guys, so right here I do have the recording of my whole trade. Right here on August 10th, I'm looking at Square, and first thing I noticed was that it was kind of chopping around right at open. This is something that I do not want to trade. I want to wait until it picks a direction. And the main thing we're going to be focusing on in this video is the 9 EMA. I do have a lot of other indicators on my chart, but the 9 EMA is that green line right there that you see on my chart. So before we get into the exact recording, what I mainly want to focus on is that the 9 EMA can act as support when a stock is trending up, and then it can act as resistance when the stock is trading down. So as you can see with Square, it started to trade downward and forming that nice downtrend. So I was looking to play puts on Square. So if we go ahead and click play on the recording, we'll see that Square starts to push back up to that 9 EMA. And I zoom in a little bit further and we kind of start to see some weakness right at the 9 EMA. And this is exactly what I want to see with the chart when I'm looking for puts. And right here I do circle the time. As we can see, it's 9:57 a.m. and 18 seconds. So right here I do go ahead and alert it to my group. So I go over to the Discord. And I already had the trade typed out because I knew what I was looking for. And right there, I alerted the Square 275 put. It was the weekly expiration contracts for $335. Now, if I continue to press play, as we can see 30 seconds later, if I pause a little bit as well, you'll see the timestamp up above. It's now 56 seconds and we already started to get that nice rejection off the 9 EMA and a move lower. So that's exactly what I was looking for with Square. It was consistently getting rejected at the 9. So once it pushed up there, I actually alerted it to my group. I forgot to hop in the trade myself on that specific candle. So later on, a few candles later, I actually hop in myself on another re-entry for the play. And as you can see as well, another candlestick opens and it starts heading downward as well. So that is perfect entry with the 9 EMA strategy. I go over back to the Discord, I start updating the premium. I was watching the premium on my phone because that's where I hop in my trades, and I forgot to hop in myself until later on. Now keep in mind as well, the MACD shows that the momentum is in the seller's side. And this is exactly what you want to use when you're day trading. I use the RSI and MACD. We can also see another push even lower underneath the lower VWAP as well. So keep an eye on the MACD as well. It's a momentum indicator, so it's going to show you where the momentum is within the market. And then bam, right there, another candle opened lower as you can saw, and the premium went up even further. And here's where I was saying you can start to trim your position, not sell off the whole entire position. And I'm gonna pause it right there because as you can see, we got that nice rejection at 9:57. And once it started to push lower to that lower VWAP area, that's where you kind of want to start to lock profits. As you can see, that lower VWAP was kind of acting as support early on. So that's where I start to say trim your position. You don't want to get greedy. Square could easily reverse and shoot up. So it's nice to always lock some profit. And if we continue the tape, right there, we start to see Square actually push up back to that 9 EMA. And here's where I'm actually watching it to hop in myself because I forgot to hop in the play initially when I called it out. So it's starting to retest that 9 EMA again. We start to see that nice push up. And here I pop up a screen recording of my phone. And right here, you'll start to see the premium move according with the price as well. So I'll pause it really quick. Right there, it's at $360. And keep in mind, I alerted this thing earlier and it was at 335. So I'm kind of mad at myself for not hopping in. So right here, I'm actually waiting to see if I could get the contract for a little bit of a discount. Keep in mind, I am kind of a cheapo, so I don't want to pay 360 for this thing. I'm waiting to see if I can get it for about 350 or 355. And keep in mind, we do see that nice long wick get rejected. So that is a sign that it's still going to be downtrending. So if I continue the play, premium is still at 360. It falls back down to 355, and I'm just checking up on my group, seeing if anyone messaged me. And right there is when I actually hopped in the trade, right there on that candle. And then now here is where I start to closely watch Square, because Square is already pretty low on the day. And right there we see a green candlestick push up above the 9. And if I pause it really quick, as you can see, now I'm down about $5, nothing crazy. And if Square would actually close above that 9 EMA, that's where I would cut my position. But if I go on to play this tape, you'll see that Square never closed above the 9 EMA and it was still downtrending. So I still stayed in my play even though I was down. And here, I'm not gonna lie, I am getting a little bit worried because we see the MACD starting to curl up. It's about to cross. It doesn't fully cross though, so I still stay in the position and we still get that wick, signifying that the sellers are still in control. So that's why I still stayed in my position. I was down about $10 previously. And then here it starts to actually fall even further. And as you can see while I was filming this, I actually circled that area right there, and then bam. So those two wicks right there on the chart that I circled, that signified that there was still a lot of selling pressure. And then right there on the next candlestick, it quickly fell even further. And as you saw while I was screen recording, my contract jumped up a decent amount. I was up 7% now from being down about 3%. Premium jumped up to $380. And here's where I go to my group and I update the premium for them. I say 380. And then right there as well, it jumped up even further. So Square quickly made that move to the downside after getting rejected at that 9 EMA. And now I'm up almost 10% in a matter of seconds of entering this position. So I updated even further, 390, and then bam. Right when I hopped back to the chart, as you can see, that long wick, when the candle went down, my premium went up. And as the candle started to close even higher, my premium went back down. So now I'm only up about 3% instead of 10%. So day trading is really quick. It's fast paced. These options contracts move pretty quick. So you got to know when you're exiting and entering on these plays, and you don't really want to second guess yourself. So here I'm still holding the play, just waiting to see if we could get a lower move on Square before I close my position. And we start to move even further. Now I'm up almost 4%. And then right there at lower VWAP, that's where I decided to close my position for about $370. And the reason why I did that was because Square was downtrending quite a bit. I hopped in this play already late. I wish I got in earlier on the previous rejections. So I was fine with locking my quick profits right there at lower VWAP, but this exit was not really the right exit to do for this strategy. When you're trading with the 9 EMA, you want to wait until it closes above the 9 in order to close your position. And I'll explain that in just a second. And that was the end of my screen recording because that's where I closed the play. And I'm actually going to hop over to the charts and show you where I went wrong with this strategy so that you don't make the same mistake I did. So right here, I pulled up Square. And if we go back to August 10th and I zoom in on Square, we'll see that right there on those two circles, that's initially where I circled that play. This is where I called it out for my group on this candle. Over here is where I hopped in and we got that move lower. Square actually went lower after I closed the play. If we remember from the tape, I closed it right here on this push to lower VWAP, and then after that it went even lower. So that's why I was saying you don't really want to close your play prematurely. I was still with the trend. Square was still trending downwards. The ideal situation to close the play was right on that break above the 9 EMA. And as we can see as well, if we zoom back out just a little bit more, Square actually downtrended the whole entire day, and the premium went up to over $500, but that wasn't really my trade. Whenever I'm day trading, I'm looking to get in and out. I'm only in the position for a few minutes. So that was initially why I hopped in Square. It was downtrending right at open and consistently getting rejected at that 9 EMA. So I was simply trading with a trend, buying puts right at the 9 EMA and looking for a move lower. So that was the trade. As you saw, it's crazy how you can make a decent amount of money with a small move. As we saw in the group, I alerted it at $335 when it was $9.57, and right here at 10:07, 10:06, the premium was around $400. So in less than 10 minutes, they were already up $65 per contract that you have. So, and just to give you guys one more example of a 9 EMA strategy, I was also watching SPY on my right chart. And if we go back to the 10th, right here, I saw SPY started to downtrend, and I really wish I got this on recording for you guys, but now that SPY started to fall, this is the perfect example for puts again. It retested that 9 EMA right there, kind of formed that bull flag. And if I circle this, right there, all rejections at the 9 EMA, and then bam, had two huge candlesticks to the downside. That SPY puts would have printed right there. Quick, easy scalp that you could have done on S&P 500. So that's another example of how you can use the 9 EMA. As I said before, it works with support as well. So in the beginning, SPY was uptrending. So as we can see, it's hugging on that 9 EMA and slowly going up even higher. So that is exactly what I like to look for when I'm day trading with the 9 EMA. Let me know if you guys learned anything from this video, and if you have questions, definitely leave them in the comment section down below. Also, I do have a moving averages video coming out soon to my channel. I talk about SMAs and EMAs, and I go over how you can use them to make more money. So make sure you have post notifications turned on so that you don't miss that video. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.